Hey guys, all right. Here's an update on Christ, me and Saint Lucian, and the Priestess. And I think it's pretty much over. I found the problem in myself. I found it. Well, with Christ, but I found it. Anyway, so this is how it goes. I did, I've been doing lessons, breaking connections of the Priestess in myself. I thought I got it. I released her from my heart. I thought that was it. It was just the beginning. The loogies went away. I was good for a week. Since the last video, Christ sent me to the regents, priests. They did some stuff. They brought the priestess into me, which she put in me. All the connections again. So I spent, since the last video, on on Christ and the priestess, cutting the connections again that she put in, fighting her off, pushing her away, pushing her out of myself. Damn near a month. And I finally got it to where she backed off a while. And this was the last week I'm going to tell you about. So she, hold on, she's still on me constantly, yipping in my right here. So your brain stem and your brain, she's spiritually right here talking. The subconscious is there too. You got your spine, your spinal column. You got your energy going through, and you got your subconscious right there, coming up, with your spine. So your spine is this. Your brain sits on top. In the spirit world, ethereal world, your subconscious is right in there, and it's a tube. In me, in my condition, it looks like a finger sticking up, like that. She's right there at the subconscious, at the brain, putting loogies in, talking, fucking all night. The only way I can get rid of it is to go and fall asleep and get Christ to help, or pull our loogie out so she can't talk. That's in the spirit world. Okay. The other night, I'm gonna save you a lot of drama. So the other night, not last night, the night before, I had all loogies in me. I laid down in bed, started taking the loogies out. If you don't know what a loogie is, watch my past videos on a playlist called The Priestess or something. You can watch the whole drama right there. Whole 6 months of it. And the Loogie Man before that, which ties in with her. Anyway, she, me, whatever. And I'm going to make this simple because it gets into the whole psychology of my past when I was a kid. And it goes back into my past lives from ETs to now. It's just too much to talk about. But anyway, I'll take it through you simple for you. I go to bed, I hear talking. I thought it was a priestess. But no, it's my subconscious. So I go to my subconscious, and I can't sleep. For the past 3 nights, I can't sleep at all. So I know something's coming. something big's coming, because it happened before where I can't sleep. Then something big happened. I told Christ that. Anyway, I go to my subconscious, and it's top where it's talking, where I hear the voice. I tune in. I'm meditating in my bed. I mean, I'm not dreaming. I'm not sleeping. I'm just laying there meditating. I go into the voice, and all I see is a little well. That's your subconscious. Okay? Now, I don't think, for just a statement, what people call the subconscious and the scientists and all the doctors and whatever, I don't think they know what the fuck they're talking about. Because what Christ told me, that's your subconscious. The little well going down inside yourself that connects up into your brain. I don't think they know what the fuck they're talking about. Because what they're talking about that I've seen on the internet has nothing to do with reality. It informs your brain. It informs your soul. It takes care of you at a different level in the illusion. From the illusion, your soul, your spirit. Everything you are is basically in your subconscious. And it corrects your path or whatever. I'm sitting there watching. There's nothing I can see except a well hole, and it looks like a tube. That's what I'm seeing. I don't see anybody talking, but Christ said that's my subconscious. Okay, what the fuck? I ain't gonna question it. Anyway, he told me that years ago. So the subconscious starts saying, I get Christ. Christ comes into me, and he's into me, and we're face to face like this, looking at the hole, and we're talking about it. He's right here, face to face, right next to me, inside me, looking at my subconscious. My subconscious is saying, truth, 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 truth. Rich might need the hospital. Rich might need the hospital. Rich might need the hospital. And then I said, truth reveal, truth reveal, truth reveal. I'm telling him, I'm talking to him. Not in a bad way, just truth reveal. What is this connection I'm holding on to? The priestess. I know he has something to do with it. All of a sudden, I see, like it was presented to me, energy going down into the well, going right to my heart, down the well to my heart, and out. From my subconscious down to my heart, and out. Chakra points. So I have the priestess coming in, her energy, going to the well where she sits and talks. The energy goes down the well. I'm holding on to it here in my heart. I'm holding on to the priestess, the connection we had a long, long time ago. And it comes out. That's the problem. I never knew it went down my subconscious. Didn't know that at all. I thought my subconscious was totally separate. Christ didn't know that either. He thought I was hanging on to it in my heart. But it also went down my subconscious. If that goes to another place, Christ says it goes to other place in the illusion, which is another illusion called the subconscious illusion. And there's rooms there. You can go into it. You can take your perception into these rooms and see them in the illusion. But there's a different illusion than the normal illusion. It's a different astral plane than the normal astral plane, okay? That your perception goes to when you go to sleep, that you screw around in. When you astral travel, you go into a specific illusion, the main illusion, most likely. But you can go down in your subconscious, the fucking rabbit hole, and go into the illusion of the subconscious. That subconscious illusion is totally off the wall. I won't even go down there now. The stuff I get out of there is truth for me, for my questions. Truth revealed, this thing's talking to me. Rich might need the hospital. Rich might need the hospital. Christ ends up talking to him for a little bit. And Christ goes, you got to release from the subconscious. And I see the energy going down the hole. I see the energy going down the hole. And going to my heart, I'm hanging on. And that's the problem. He goes, yep, that's the problem. Looks like that's the problem. And I went, okay. So he backed away. And I was talking to my subconscious. I'm saying, dude, I can't survive. It's changed. Whatever you had, whatever you're hanging on to has changed. She's fucking killing me. She is killing me, dude. And I'm calling my subconscious dude because we're buds, right? He's me. I'm him. We're buds, but we're separate. Anyway, I go. The light is killing my eyeballs, man. All of a sudden, he just goes, Rich is going to need a hospital. Rich is going to need a hospital. Well, probably need a hospital. I'm looking at the energy going down, which is the Priestess Lugi connection. All of a sudden, he releases it. And I'm releasing it. And the energy going down the hole just goes, separates for like 10 minutes. All of it's coming out. When that happens, it all releases. I'm like, yeah. I'm telling Christ is blown away. He can't believe I'm sitting here mentally talking to him, looking at my subconscious, talking to it to release the priestess, which has been giving me these problems for 6 months. He's blown away. He's a cool Christ. He's not Mr. Christie. He's another Christ that Christie got, and he's pretty good. But he don't know the whole story, so he's kind of don't know. Anyway, Christie comes. He gets Christie. He gets some regents, and he gets some other people to check out what the hell's going on. He just wants to make sure I'm all good. So they come. The kids are talking. Tina's talking. Priestess is screaming. Oh, like I can hear her. Anyway, they're all talking. I'm just sitting there watching this stuff release. Finally, I come back to my head, or my perception here. I get up, go to the bathroom. I come back. I lay down. I start going to sleep. Everybody's talking about it. Let them talk. It's all good. I'm going to sleep. I just released the priestess. So I'm like giddy, man. I'm like, yay, yay. No more of this shit. It all goes away. Priestess is gone. You can actually feel the force. Feel her move off. Because you just let her go. She just goes. It's like I'm here in the illusion, here in the spirit world, in St. Lucian. She's here in the other side of St. Lucian, or wherever she is. When I let her go, she goes. And as soon as I let her go, it goes. She just, it's like, she's gone. I fall asleep like that. I wake up 3 hours later, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I got little tiny worms on my skin, right? My soul body skin. 2 of them got in my throat here, in my throat chakra. They came up into my throat chakra, and they're all talking like nonsense. There was no structure to their language, just expressions, more or less. Like love, 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 this, that, the other thing. Emotional expressions. Each one of these things. And I don't know, I was covered in them. And they were all like worms, little white see-through worms. Well, I told Christ come running. He grabbed me, he's pulling them off me. He's analyzing them. He goes, do you know what that is? I'm going, what? He goes, they're loogies. I'm going, bullshit. He goes, no, I'm not shitting you, man. He goes, those are the loogies that have been bothering you. I go, why are they so small? He goes, they're pieces of the main loogies. All these loogies float around and hook up to you. So when a priestess hooked up to me, she put all these loogies in me that ran through my chakras and my center, which is an up-down energy flow, just like a UFO, if you want to know the truth. You know, electromagnetic spacecraft the ETs use. They have the energy, positive and negative electromagnetic bouncer thing. Anyway, fuck. I just always related to the structure inside a UFO spacecraft, ET spacecraft, because they use basically the same structure as we do. And then they have the emitters and the positive and negative energy flow. Well, she put her loogies in my positive negative and dominated me. Now all these loogies, since I kicked her out of my subconscious, are floating around in pieces, hundreds of thousands of little ones. And they're all going, a couple of them got in, I pulled them out. Christ helped me pull them out. They came in my throat chakra. So I'm sitting there, and I start to fall asleep. And there's nothing I can do. There's nothing he can do. He goes, there. For about we were pulling these things off me for like half an hour, trying to find them and listen to them. He goes, they're dying. He goes, they're dying out. They have no source because you released them. You were the source. Now they don't have a source, so they don't know what to do. They're trying to get back into where they used to go. These loogies, because the priestess commanded the loogies through her consciousness or unconscious. She's dead, by the way. She lives in St. Lucian, the astral. She's a spirit, a dead person, living with Christ in the astral. But her connection to me, when I released it, all the loogies broke, or the ones that were aimlessly floating around waiting were trying to get back into me. But they couldn't, because I had no source. They couldn't find the source. The source was my subconscious. She had the goddamn energy going down my subconscious. These loogies would just come in as they wanted and go, come in and go. And she would come into me and talk to my subconscious, come into my soul body, wrap around the skins, make me sick. Watch my videos in the past. As I started falling asleep, and I was in the illusion, because they pulled me out of St. Lucian, as soon as I crossed over into consciousness, a chair come flying out of nowhere and hit my subconscious. And I saw it. And I'm like, Christ, I just got hit in the head with a chair. And it was a big wooden chair with ornate carvings in it and blue or no gold, coppery colored gold fabric you sit on in the back and the wood. It was like a king chair or something. I go, I just got hit in the head with it. He comes into me, whoop, and I go, look, there it is, right there. He picks it up, takes it off, shows everybody. And my subconscious goes, take Rich to the hospital. He grabs me, and I was at the hospital in 1 second. Richard House, we're going in. This is it. He has a special room all set aside for him. He goes in his room, throws me down. The doctors come fucking running. My subconscious is ripping off whatever he's talking about. Because my subconscious knows the priestess for 300 fucking years and what's going to happen when I release her. Because that wasn't the deal we made. But she broke the deal with the portholes in my head. So after that, the chair was where she sits. My chair in her. And she said, well, fuck you, take your chair where you sit in me. Bam! Right to my subconscious. I didn't do nothing. I was just coughing my head off because it was like it was like one of them little firecrackers got blown up in my throat. And I couldn't do nothing but cough. So Christ was in there. I'm coughing my head off over nothing. It was just the skins in the chakra hole. So somewhere along the past, says Daniel Boone, we made a pact that we'd be together. Okay? Where I sat in her to love her was where I sat in her. She threw the chair back. Where she sat in me was my subconscious. And I made videos about my subconscious and my room in the one of the rooms in my subconscious. Blew me away. Blew me away. Anyway, that was just a room in the illusion. That was a room in the astral. I'm going there when I'm dead, man. It was unbelievable. Anyway, I mean, I can go there now, but fuck it. I got too much going on. That happened. I spent the night in the hospital. The priestess, I couldn't even hear her or see her since I released her. I got the chair as a fuck you. You broke the promise sort of thing, you know. When did you get in a fight with your boyfriend or girlfriend? Same damn thing. I'm fighting between an entity and my soul. And my fucking brain is going, what the fuck is going on? I got a girlfriend I can't physically touch. So that happened. I got up in the day. I woke up in the morning. I still had loogies running around. He said, they're dying. Don't worry about it. They're all dying. He goes, you're free of the. He goes, there might be some after effects. We're going to keep you here in the hospital. When I woke up, this is what Christ is saying to me. So I said, okay. I went on my way, and I was weird, pretty weird walking around. Then I go back to sleep at lunchtime after lunch for a couple hours so I can sit up and watch the hockey final. And that was Tampa Bay and Colorado. Don't really care, but something to do, which has a lot of meaning. Anyway, in my psychology, a lot of meaning in my psychology, which I'll get into. I go to sleep. As soon as I go to sleep, I mean, remember. As soon as I fall asleep, I have this dream about my mom telling me I can't have this music. You can't have this music. It's evil, it's Satan, it's this and that and everything, which is thrash metal. I love thrash metal. I love all the alternative hard rock. Not for the lyrics, but for the awesomeness of the music. All right? That's me. I ain't pushing anything on you. So I'm not to worry about that. Then, after the dream, the dream's still going. My mom took the music away, and I had 2 CDs. One was No Means No, which is sort of a punkish band. No Means No. She took that away from me. No Means No record, which says a lot. So I got this other record, and it was called Destruction. It's an 80s band. Me and my girlfriend, went into my room and were listening to it in the dream. Authority mom took my No Means No away, so I can't say no No means no. Get the fuck out of me, priestess. She took that away psychologically. The dream was telling me what happened psychologically. Truth revealed. So I ended up with Destruction, which is a fucking satanic band of whatever bullshit. But they play some fucking awesome tunes, man. Oh man. I'll put a link in the description. And it was I woke up from that song, from that me and my girlfriend in the dream were listening to it. I woke up singing the lyrics to the chorus or the verse. I was singing the verse. I think it's the verse. And I'm going to put the lyrics in the song in the description of this so you can have a listen to it. But this is my psychology from when I was 17 years old, 1985, 88. I forgot the date. So I was about 17 years old when I was introduced to this song, and I was just blown away by it because it's just awesome. A bunch of songs on this album. I woke up singing the lyrics, which was the problem with the priestess and the problem with me from my past in this physical incarnation. And the lyrics are stating that fact of the physical incarnation problems I have. The priestess came and saved me from them, giving me comfort to my heart where I wasn't in the void. I wasn't totally with Christ, but I wasn't in the void, which is cold, dead space. I had the priestess to take that and love and not be alone. I'm starting to crack up in the void because in the illusion, the earth reality, you're basically in a delusion of the beast. This is the fucking beast, man. The only thing that separates it is natural law. Plants, the sun, the earth, love, fellowship from your fucking friends. Most people I can't talk to because they can't relate to anything I'm fucking saying. Nothing. I film videos of spacecraft. I give you 300 examples and experiences. This guy's nuts, blown away. How am I supposed to talk to a woman about this stuff? Hence, no women in my life because we ain't got nothing to talk about. And I don't want to talk about the mall or the latest dress or shoes or whatever the hell they're into, which is mediocre fucking plastic illusion crap. I can't deal with that. I need the real deal. I need the truth. I need someone to be on the same page as with me. The priestess was that 300 fucking years ago. I've had girlfriends in between, 100 girlfriends, but none of them ever filled the space. I never let them in until, well, I did. And I loved them all for what they were as another entity, another person, and the love we had, but it never filled the hole. And they usually broke up. They usually broke up with me because they went to the mental ward. Fuck. Anyway, because they couldn't deal with me, what I am. As far as I'm concerned, that's the story I got. After the dream, I woke up. My kids are standing beside me. I'm in the illusion of sleeping, in the astral, sleeping. The kids are standing with me. Tina's there. She goes, "Why are you punching yourself? Why are you punching yourself?" My soul was going, whack, 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 punching myself. I could feel it. I have bruises on my face. Well, they go, "Why are you punching yourself?" They said, "Rich is punching himself again." Christ comes running over. I just found this out in my head. I woke up in my bed, but I'm still in the astral, preceding it. Kids are saying, "Why are you punching yourself?" I'm going, "What? What's going on? What?" I got pissed, They go, "You're punching yourself." I go, "I don't know." So I went pissed, came back, laid down. First thing I did, I went to the subconscious. I'm meditating my ass off. Go into the subconscious. It's talking. Rah, 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 rah. I go, "Christ, you should better come here and listen to this because I ain't getting it. I can't understand it." Christ came in to the subconscious. All of a sudden, my spirit, my soul, spirit that's around my inner light. I was supposed to get my seed back 2 days ago. They won't. They stopped giving me my seeds. They were supposed to give me my seeds back. They stopped giving me. That was not an option when I subconscious released, and the chair was thrown in my head. And the chair turns out to be as big as Pinhead. Anyway, Christ comes. All of a sudden, this being, me, another me, comes out of my heart from the light, the inner light, but it's got a skin to it. My perception is seeing it. My perception is seeing the soul body, but this is another soul, the real soul, which is with the light. It's the in between the soul body and the physical. So you got this soul to the left or down, it goes to your, or up, it goes to your light. This soul goes to your light. This soul goes to your ego in this world. Christ turns to it after it came up and started talking. Christ is talking to this soul. I'm listening, going, huh? From here. I don't know what the fuck. I'm just watching and learning. Holy shit. You wonder why I smoke. So all the people that say, smoking is bad for you, you're a criminal of the universe. Fuck you. Don't fucking tell me. Anyway, fucking tell me, you fucking people. Fuck. And the government controls you, so deal with that first. All right? Fucking, where was I? That just comes up. So, Christ is talking to it. It is telling Christ what to do to keep me safe and keep me alive on the earth. He goes, taking Richard home is not an option. Shit like that. He goes, the music that I showed Richard in the dream was what happened when he was 17 years old. The music and the problem with authority he has is because the authority takes away your enjoyment. The authority doesn't fucking understand a clue of what to do. It just does what it wants. The authority, meaning the cops, the government, the police, your mother, the church, religions, they do what they want and they get away with it. Rape, eating your kids, whatever their little fucking happy satanic evil game they're playing. I've been through this. And that's why I'm on the fence with everything. He's schooling Christ, giving him everything. He goes, 300 years ago, me and the priestess made a deal, a pact with each other that we'd be forever with us. And then we carried it over when we died. We couldn't be together. We separated, but we're still in each other, taking care of each other. For some reason, I didn't hear all this. She started fucking living in me because I'm physical. She wanted in. For whatever reason, I don't know. She broke up with her boyfriend. She lost connection with she went crazy. I caused her to go crazy over the physicalness, whatever the case may be. He goes, that's why. He goes, I was trying to hang on. He goes, the subconscious wouldn't let go of it. That's why it's been 6 months of Richard dealing with this. And he goes, it's all in order. It's all being taken care of. But I had to convince the subconscious to let it go, to let her go. But Richard didn't even know where to look. Meaning me, the soul, body, embodiment, soul. He's talking above Christ. Christ screams out, Jesus Christ, he's schooling me. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? It means he's schooling Jesus and Jesus Christ. He's schooling Jesus Christ. And he said, my soul said, Richard needs the seeds to continue to experience what he was put on this earth for. Christ said, yeah, he's getting them all back. We just got to do it in a process, nice and slow, so don't overwhelm him. Then this happened. And that's why he goes, I know. I heard everything. I goes, we good. We're good with that. He goes, don't. He goes, what happened yesterday was one of the Legion boys who doesn't have any seeds. He came and he's telling me, Rich, your problem. And he sounds, Rich, your problem is this. And he's like, no violence in St. Lucian. That's the problem. He goes, you gotta promise me you'll do no violence in St. Lucian. Because that's your problem. They're gonna kick you out of St. I said, dude. And I went into the whole process with him about fuck St. Lucian. I'll move somewhere else. I'm moving to the woods. I ain't letting some archaic laws tell me I cannot defend myself. Okay? With guns, violence, stabbing, fighting. If a guy comes at me with a knife, you goddamn right I'm going to have a knife. Guy comes out with me and wants a gunfight, you're going to get a gunfight. And I'm going to fucking win. Anyway, whatever. Fighting, fists, all that. I may not win in the fists because, but anyway, Christ is talking to this kid. Turns out Daniel Boone and his violence he had in war carried over into this life. He goes, I had to compensate for that fight because he'll end up looking in this reality for a fight. So I gave him hockey. I gave him a couple other things to have the fight. That takes away from his desires, or not desire, his response to fight. So when he watches hockey, meaning me, when my soul's talking to Christ, when Rich was watching hockey, he has the fight going in his head, swearing and cursing, fucking, yeah. That takes away. Rich is walking down the street. This is my interpretation of it. When I'm walking down the street and some guy comes up that's a little fucking wanker or whatever, and he's like, yeah, I'm out way, motherfucker. And he fucking kicks me in the nuts. I'm fucking taking him out. And it's that manifesting in this reality, I can feel all that. I want to fucking kill him. But it manifesting in this reality, that's what he's trying to stop. So he gave me hockey and said, don't you fight in the physical. Just fucking do your thing and walk away. Take the fight to the hockey game. Which my soul is telling Christ, which from when I was a kid and teenager, fighting all the time in school, I interpreted it into hockey. Playing hockey. We didn't actually fight, but the challenge of watching a game on TV or a computer or whatever was there. And I took it out on that. And he goes, you know how Rome moved from blood sport? He goes, do you know how Rome moved from blood sport? And he goes, that's what I'm doing to Rich, but on a different scale. So Rome would have the good guy and the bad guy in a death match, blood and guts, till one of them died, or both. That is such a fucking reality. You didn't even believe it. The left and the right, the good and the bad. The bad does something, you retaliate to stop it, and you end up in fucking chaos going down the hole. So my soul gave me hockey to fucking watch. Hockey probably saved my fucking life in 100 different ways from stopping the violence. And he goes, yeah, I know that. And I go, great. Well, my soul said great. I'm listening to this. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? He goes, and then he goes under women in school. Women. He goes, Rich needed a woman to fill the hole. That's why the priestess is there, filling the hole. He goes, there's not too many girls out there that can fill the hole the way she does. And I've dated other girls because they can never fill that hole. And he goes, my subconscious was crying at this point. He goes, we were there once in the hole, and it's a void, cold ass void you don't ever want to be in. And we were there for a long fucking time, not like 1,000 million years or anything, but a lifetime. And that void without no love, we encounter it every lifetime. So in this lifetime, I took the priestess to fill that void. So I wouldn't have a void. I would always have that love. Girls would come and go, but the priestess would always be there as a backup in my heart, in my subconscious. Always keeping me stable from fucking going not so. Since whatever happened with me and the priestess, whatever happened to me and the priestess in the last 6 months, she went nuts. And it was all from the Loogie Man and me going to her in St. Lucian for help, which I didn't know all this at the time. I thought she was just a lady. But she was living through me. She doubled down on that. She wanted to fucking move in. That's when the porthole opened up. Oh yeah, and that's when I shot her. Self-preservation. And that's why I woke up in my bed today and my soul was punching me in the head. Because he was fucking getting attention to a serious problem. Christ goes, okay, I'm going to do analysis. We're going to find out what the fuck's going on. The truth of the matter. I'm like, truth revealed, this is it. My soul's talking to him, schooled him, said what to do and what not to do. Fill it full of friends, happy friends and family. Have that energy inside my subconscious and inside my heart, not to dominate the reality, but to give him a back to check. Give him his brain. He can go, there's a safe place in his brain, friends and family. Instead of him picking up a fucking firearm and going crazy, postal, he's got a family to go back to. Okay? And that's what it is, basically. Because he told Christ, I didn't come here to fight. I came here to explore reality, to overcome reality. Show Richard how to overcome reality. This is what my soul's saying. Showing me how to overcome reality, inside and outside. Sorry. He said that. So, what overcome reality means, that satellite pissed you off. Well, piss them off. Move it. You think you can't? Well, you'll never fucking do it. until you do it. And I did it. That's why it happened. Things like that. You don't think ETs are real? Well, before you were born, you told them to come to your face and wake you up from the box you live in. The ETs came, woke you up. All the experiences you had, me, are waking you up to overcome this reality. And you've seen what stops you, and you've seen what you can do. What stops you is the seed of doubt. The seed of doubt, which is different from these seeds. It's a psychological problem. The psychological problem is you're listening to all the bullshit of others. Your mother, your priests, your mother, your priests, the police, the government, the fear, building on top of it. All that is telling you you can't. Once all that is gone, the seed of doubt, the bullshit you believe in, then you've done it all. He goes, you've done it all in this life. But I showed you how to get rid of the seed of doubt. And he goes, maybe that's why you're here. That's what that's what you wanted to learn. We wanted to learn. I'm like, yeah. All right. He goes, that's what all you've been experiencing since then. And learning the left and the right in yourself. Because you got to be neutral in yourself to the left and the right. And even when we were dead in St. Lucian, we had the left and the right. We were learning the left and the right. Plus, when you went up, before I was born, and all the times in between lifetimes, I was in that spiritual state. I was a soul living in the spirit world, in the astral plane, and I would move to the places. He goes, when you can go, he goes, you go to level 16 and you can talk to the ETs. You come down here, you take that knowledge with you, and you know you can talk to the ETs. And that's exactly what happened when you were born on this earth, and we gave you the memory of that, the memory of you and Tina asking, and Tina remembers it, but we're not supposed to talk about it because it disrupts the people down here in St. Lucian astral world. So that's basically what happened, and it all comes down to me living on this earth, and why the priestess went crazy over sex, drugs, and rock and roll. She wanted to move in. And I said, no. It's been a lot. So now that she's gone, Christ is going to take care of the spaces inside me. Probably with love and compassion in there. Yeah, right on. Because I don't want to go to the void, which the priestess filled and took care of me. She actually saved my life in this reality. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I can remember, just not now. Anyway, there you go, guys. So the song, I wrote it down. I just want to say it here. Oh, fuck. I think I screwed it up. I can't find it. Close the page. I'll write it out in the description. Put you a link to the lyrics if you want to hear the song. This is what I was when I was 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Till now, basically. Still listen to this music. But it's not the same effect. I don't listen to the lyrics. Actually, I make up lyrics to the song. Because the lyrics of most songs of this genre are fucking just stupid. But in those lyrics of stupidity, there's some truth. And the chorus or verse, whatever the fuck it is, you know, you sing the first part of the song, and then you get to that little part where they sing the same words, then they sing the same words. Instead of the chorus of the verse, I don't know. But anyway, I'm not a singer. But the one that repeats over and over the same verse, I don't know. That's what I was singing when I woke up. Plus, I added something to it in the illusion. So you got, I'll write it out. I'll put a video up with the lyrics. But it all relates to me, and I'm just giving you proof of my experience. So when it happens to you, you know where to go and relate to it, or you have a video that can talk you through this shit. It's the only reason I'm making them. When you get to that nice cold void, ooh-wee, you're gonna need some help. All right. Ooh-wee. Fuck. All right. Later, guys.